Go ahead, Dusty.
Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to another Skade Player of the Month.
Welcome, guys. Hello, Marnum. Welcome. This is our March Player of the Month. We've made it 3 full months this year so far. I'm really proud of you guys for that. And we have some fun things to go over. We're going to do things a little backwards today. Usually I do our Player of the Month last. But today we're going to go ahead and do it first. So if Martin M could kindly go forward. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you. Because we have a lot to go over, I actually want to do this first today. And so, as you guys know, the way Player of the Month works, it is voted by the players, you guys. You guys are the ones that pick this person. And most months, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, it's very close. Sometimes it's a 2-way, 3-way, 4-way tie. This month, this player actually had 4 additional votes, and I think it's the highest anyone's had in something like this. So very, very exciting. And I'm really glad to see this. This player does a lot. They're on different teams. They're always in calls. They're always willing to jump in and play games, especially Bed Wars with someone. This person is a very important part of Skade. And sometimes there's people that just do good all the time. And they sometimes get overlooked for things like Player of the Month or for things like a Skade Blade, things like that. And then there's players that, maybe aren't very active. And then they have a great month where they do a ton. And people are like, oh, they did so much. And these people that are just consistently always good sometimes just don't get quite the appreciation they deserve. And this particular player had some really, really great votes. One of them even said it's always nice to have really good conversations with them in calls. You guys love being in voice. This player's often in voice and loves to not just support each other, but have fun and be silly. And if you're in a call with this player, I guarantee you're probably going to laugh. So, Snowy, come on up. Where are you at?
Congrats.
Woo, Snowy.
Congratulations.
Yep. Very, very, very exciting. Oh, you want to sit on Peachy's head? Hang on.
Blue,
Perfect spot.
Blue, was I at all like a runner-up at all, or?
Yes, and I don't ever talk about who got voted. But Dusty, you are consistently get votes. You're one of the ones. A lot of you guys consistently get 1 to 2 votes, and usually it is kind of spread out where we'll have, like I said, 3 or 4 players get 2 or 3 votes. And then sometimes Alyssa and I are like, oh gosh, what are we going to do? And I'll say, guys, can you vote one more time? Or if you haven't voted, please vote. And usually by then, usually by that point, we do have that. So, all right, Snow, I'm going to take your picture. Beautiful. Okay. Love this. Look fantastic. Oops, you know what? I take that back. Let me take it again.
You actually got to be here for your own Player of the Month this time.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, very, very good. So congratulations, Snow. Like I said, this was one of those, I was very excited to see this because as you guys know, Snow does a lot and even a lot behind scenes with helping things with the different teams. And there's really a call that Snow's not in that I'm not laughing and crying from laughing so much. So very, very appreciative, and the players do appreciate you, Snow. So thank you. All right, so and I will go ahead and get the rest of your heads put all over the place, but I'm going to move on a little bit because, like I said, we do have a lot to go over today. So I'm going to start with Discord. You guys are noticing we're making some changes, right? It got noticed this morning in random. I think Spongy is like, hey, the leads have an area now. You're right, the leads do. As you guys know, we have a lot of teams. Part of what makes Skade so great and part of what allows us to do so many things and not just be limited to what myself and Alyssa can do or have time for is the teams. And each person on a team plays a really important role. And the lead of that team takes on a lot of responsibility. They take on a lot of time commitment. They take on a lot of sometimes patience. They have to work with players individually often. They're the ones that stay late sometimes if something's not done. Amoodle, for example, is the lead of scribes, and Amoodle will sometimes put in a ton of work towards the end to make sure that newsletter does get out. Peachy with the birthday team. As you guys know, these leads have very important roles. And if a player needs to get a hold of someone on that team, whether it be to ask to join the team or to be asked, how does your team work? Here's an example. So Peachy's the lead of birthday. So let's say a player that's newer to Skade says, hey, my birthday is tomorrow, but nobody has sent me a questionnaire. Why not? They would know to look and say, oh, Peachy's the lead of the birthday. Peachy, do you know why? Am I getting a birthday? Peachy might say, oh, it's because you just joined 2 weeks ago and unfortunately we don't know enough about you yet, but we'll do something fun and we'll have more like our little generic parties, which aren't, player theme per se, just more of a birthday party. Or it could be Peachy says, oh my gosh, you know what, for whatever reason, oh, you never filled out a knit me. Because you never filled out a knit me, we didn't know when your birthday was. But now that we know it's your birthday, thank you so much for letting us know. It'll take us about 2 weeks, but we'll have a portal. We, of course, want to do that. So the importance of having it so that you guys know who to go to is really just going to be a better tool for you as players. But it also helps them kind of be able to filter questions and not just all those questions come to me or Alyssa, because maybe I'm not as familiar with what's going on in Scribe. So therefore, I need players to talk to a Moodle. So that's the purpose of that. Also, if you're on a team, I've been heavily revamping the teams. I've been going through the teams. We actually have the lead role now where I can talk to the leads all in one group and say, what do you guys need? Moodles might say, you know what, the Scribe really could use a channel added. Or Peachy might say, we really could use a new way of handling this part of birthdays. And so by doing that and revamping these teams and giving the teams the tools that they need, they're able to do a better job for the team members, and the team members are able to do a better job for Skade as a whole. So that's kind of the method behind that. If your team hasn't had it yet, it's coming. Trust me. I think in the last month, I've worked on, 4 or 5 of the teams. So, yep. So that's kind of what that is. That's why we have some changes. And we've changed, I think, a few the things like Nintendo. We wanted to get that cleaned up. The ideas you guys put in, we listen. We listen to you guys. And we're going to start doing those weekly, where we go in once a week and we just kind of look at the ideas. If your idea has not been deleted, that means we're just still trying to find a way to implement it, to make it work. Maybe we want to work on it, but we're not ready for that yet. If we remove your idea, it could be because we did implement it. It could also be because that idea just does not work well with what we're doing. There are no bad ideas. The reason we say do not comment on ideas is because what might be an idea I have, someone else might think that's not a very good idea. And that's okay. That's my idea. We don't want to make anyone ever feel bad about their ideas. But just know if we do remove it, that's probably why it just wouldn't work out. Or it might be something that we've already have in mind and are working on. We just haven't talked to you about yet. So just remember, guys, the ideas are simply ideas. Some will be implemented, some won't. And that's just how that works. Does anyone have questions about that before I move on? Specifically the ideas or the new thing? New ideas, start using you in the messenger. No thanks. We're going back to Skype days, guys. No more of just Peachy's mom calling us on Skype.
Please, no more Skype.
Peachy's mom loves to join. Peachy's
Not
mom always
Skype.
calls during birthday meetings. It's really funny because we hear the Skype sound and we're like, hi, mom. All right. So with the kind of Discord talk, I'm going to just kind of ease in slightly to this. Remember to be appropriate, guys. You guys are older. We know that. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of innuendos here and there. But remember what is appropriate, not appropriate. Sometimes some of the innuendos are a little too much. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into specifics. But just remember that. And sometimes what might be funny in your head, we just leave it in your head. Just kind of giggle at yourself like I do. But just be a little bit careful. You guys as a whole do a pretty good job with it. But there are a few days that sometimes I look over and I'm like, come on, guys. And you'll see me say in Discord, be careful. You're going a little too far, things like that. So that's all. Just a kind reminder. If you find that a particular player is saying things that make you uncomfortable, let admin know. Ping the admin right away and let us know. We don't want anyone to ever feel uncomfortable. And maybe a player just doesn't realize, okay, what I said could be taken wrong. Some of you honestly are very innocent in the sense that you don't really know that something is said wrong or a particular GIF is wrong. Drawing attention to that makes it a big deal, but just kind of walk away from it. If you have a concern, let us know. Let's see. Oh, and that also goes for Hypixel. It goes for CubeCraft. It goes for MC Parks. It goes for Mine Club. Any of the approved servers that we go to with Skade. Remember, you're with Skade rules. Just because it's another server and they might have different rules there. If you're on there with Skade, meaning you're in a Skade call, you're doing something with Skade rules. If you're on there on your own, you're not in a Skade call, you're just there playing, that's you. I would never try to tell you what to do or how to be on another server, just when you're with us. And that's just because we want to make sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable. All right. You guys want a contest? It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Who would like to have a contest?
Contest
Yes,
is
yes,
scary.
yes. Contests are
I'm
fun.
scared.
All right.
No.
How many of you guys like to build stuff? A lot of you? Some of you? All right. So it's been brought up, and thank you to the wonderful Hypixel players that were so incredibly patient with me with making jumps on a parkour. But I learned how to parkour. We had a lot of tears in that call. But guess what, guys? I learned how to make a jump. It's very exciting. Parkour, a lot of fun. You guys love parkour. I know Moodle is like the parkour queen over here. But we want to get some parkour added to Midgard. And to do that, let's put it this way. You don't want me building that, right? Because I'll do little baby jumps. We want you guys to participate in this. So, contest. We're having a parkour build contest. And this is going to run through April 2nd. You guys will have 3 weeks from today. You're going to be asked to build this on your Valhalla plots. If you are out of plots because you used all 20 of your plots for one thing, let me know. We will get you guys separate plots. Just do a mod rec or just let us know. But I need you guys to, already did. I need you guys to build us some parkours. First place winner is going to have their parkour on Midgard. We will have a parkour lobby. It'll be like as if you go into the mob arenas or the PvP arena. There'll be like a little lobby in there. The first place winner gets to have their parkour featured as our very first parkour. You will also get Discord Nitro for a month, and you will get to help build the lobby. And that's first place. For second place, your parkour will be in there. You will have a parkour as well. So we will have first place and second place. Your guys' parkours will be in Midgard. We will bring them over. Things to think about. Remember, we're a survival server. Remember that you don't want to make your parkour so difficult that survival players get frustrated and then don't want to do it. You also don't want to make it super easy. I suggest doing ones with you can, if you want to do it, you can even make it like it starts out easy, but towards the end is hard. So it's something they work up to. That's up to you. We will not have checkpoints. That's important to know. At this point in time, we're choosing to not to add in plugins for things like that. We're trying to keep Midgard as vanilla, as you guys have asked. But it is something that in this situation, you want to make sure that you keep that in mind when you're building it. You'll also want to make sure the things that say things like no elytras, or maybe yours is an elytra course. Maybe you need to have an elytra for your course. That's up to you. We want you guys to be very original with your ideas. We don't want to add in two that are identical. Things like that. I love checkpoints. I know. I personally like checkpoints too. But we want to make this fun for players. The degree of difficulty, that's going to be up to you. It's your build. I'm already anticipating people saying, can we work in groups? You can work with a friend or with a few friends if you'd like, but only one of you can turn it in. It's going to be similar to how we've done other builds in the past. Only one of you can turn it in. So let's say Moodle and BB want to work on one together. A Moodle would turn it in. And then let's say BB and Peachy are going to work on together. BB would turn it in. And then Galaxy and, Evan are going to work on one together. It's going to be Galaxies. It's going to be like that. So you can work on multiple ones. Just make sure you only submit one. When you're ready, you will do a mod rec on Valhalla and say, my parkour is finished. It's ready for judging, things like that. The judges for this, because of what we're looking for, very specific kind of things, this will not be one that you guys judge for. This will be one for admin to judge. You guys will have some input, though. I think we'll probably end up putting them all out and seeing which ones you guys favor. But because we're going to want two that are not identical, we want, two kind of variations. If one is super duper hard for another winner, we're probably going to go with something that all players can do. Do you guys have any questions about the parkour contest? Parkour, I know Moodle is so excited. So 3 weeks. Do you guys feel like 3 weeks is, you have 3 weeks, so April 2nd. Do you guys feel that is enough time? Because we want to make sure you guys have plenty of time. Yes, okay. Yeah, 2 weeks seemed too short. A lot of you guys are super busy with a lot of things in life, so you will miss the deadline regardless. Okay. All right, so if you guys have questions, just, ask admin later. We can talk about it. All right, moving forward, the calendar, guys. Have you guys noticed I've been really active on the calendar, trying to get everything put in? We've been putting in things like MC Park Mondays. You guys have talked about maybe doing Among Us Thursdays, Fortnite Fridays. We want to get those into the calendar so that players can look and say, oh, you know what? Oh, cool. MC Parks is today. I didn't even think about that. I want to do that today. MC Parks Mondays has been a lot of fun, by the way, for those of you that haven't been joining us. They're fun. But anyway, the calendar's been up to date. If you guys need anything added in, we've got a player event coming up, which is Yeety had asked to have one. So Skatingo, as you guys have seen, that's coming up. That's a player event. Abby has something in the works for you guys, which is very exciting. So we have that coming up. Let me just talk really quickly about this month. So today we have Player of the Month. We have the Air Battle Royale PvP Flying Tournament. Next weekend is the Skade UHC, the sequel. Very exciting. So I believe in Snow, you can mind saying, I believe that is duos, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So if you guys have questions about the Skade UHC, make sure you talk to Snow. Snow is the man with all the answers with that. I will just, if you talk to me about it, I'm going to say, go talk to Snow about it. So if you guys have questions, talk to Snow. I would love to see you guys participate. Last time Steel won it. It was a lot of fun. Just find a partner. It doesn't matter if you're really good or really bad or in the middle. I bring down the lower end. I like to, adjust the curve there a little bit. But if you guys want to play, just play. It's for fun. You don't have to worry if you get out right away like I will. No big deal. We're just doing this for fun.
Something I did want to add is in order to play UHC, you do need to be Hypixel level 10. Usually to do some quests. So if you're not there, just ping me. We can do quests and get you there really fast.
And I will happily hop on that call and help too. So make sure that you guys do talk to Snow. This is next Saturday, so you have 1 week. If you're not level 10, I was able to get to level 10 by grinding, I think, in a couple hours one day with Snow. So we will get you there. It's just we want you guys to participate. This is a lot of fun. And this, again, is hosted through Hypixel, but it is going to be the Skade UHC. All right, next Saturday after that is the drive-in movie. You guys are going to love this one. As always, drive-in movies are so fun. They are different than the movies we do in just the movie channel. These are in-game. You guys get the swag bags with it. It's really fun. You guys all know what those are. And then I'm just going to touch real briefly on April 2nd because why? Oh, that's right. It's a huge day for us. It's our autistic day. It's Autism Day. It is Autism Acceptance Day, and we will be having an event. The event right now we have scheduled to start at 3 p.m. EST. We might adjust that time a little bit because we are going to be doing something really fun. I don't want to give too much away, but I will tell you guys, you will have Fly that entire day, and we will be playing a game. It's a game that you guys all love, but it's a game with a twist, and it will be streamed. So you guys are going to be streamed. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jigsaw?
No, I won't be there.
Oh, no, that's too bad. Yeah, because it's actually going to be a really, really fun one. It says on a Saturday. I'm really, really glad it's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we will give out more details. One thing I wanted to touch on, it will be a Fly Day. Dusty had put in the Ideas channel about having more Fly Days. And Dusty, I completely agree with you. Alyssa and I both completely agree with you. We want to give you guys more Fly Days. But in the past, Fly Days have always been associated with something negative, right? Why did we have Fly Days in the past, guys?
The server had problems.
Yep, server crash, server problems, host issues. There's always something kind of tied negatively to go with, oh, here, we're so sorry, here's a Fly Day. We don't have those issues on Skade. We don't have that problem. We don't have days where we go down. We don't have days when we do this or that. So because of that, we want to change the perspective of Fly Days. We want to associate Fly Days with something positive, right? So today, you guys at the Air PvP, when this is over, you guys are going to have Fly for a few hours. If you guys go to the tournament and do it correctly, we'll even extend the Fly out for more hours today. That way you're not, I don't want you guys to make a choice between, ooh, we have Fly. Should I go to the tournament or should I go work on this? Go to the tournament. Have fun with your friends. If everything goes well, we will just give you guys Fly for a few more hours today. Maybe till restart. We'll see. And then for the second you guys will have it, I want to start associating Fly with positive things. Maybe we'll do some contests. Maybe we'll do this where, if Skade can work together, we'll give you guys Fly Day, things like that. So we will be doing that. Dusty, thank you for the idea because it's something that Alyssa and I had already been talking about. And we want to do this for you guys. We just want to change how it's viewed. That's all.
Yeah.
Good stuff, guys. You like all this so far? All right. Yay.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. Couple things. Speaking of anniversaries, you guys, next month is our anniversary. We will not be calling it a birthday. We're going to be calling it an anniversary. And next year, Skadeversary. I love it, Amudo. I love it. Skadeversary. So we have our 1 year. keep your eyes out for this month's newsletter. The newsletter is going to have some things in it to go with next month. And if you participate in it, you will be featured in next month's newsletter. Next month's newsletter also is not this month's, the one that's coming out this month, but starting next month when Skade has our 1 year anniversary, the newsletters going forward are going to be a little different formats, different things are going to be changed with it. And we're going to start putting them on things like Twitter and some of our social medias so that people can see what Skade's about, what we do, things like that. So a lot of good changes are happening with Scribe, and you will see that in this upcoming newsletter with what they're going to announce to you guys, what they're going to say. I'm letting you know there's a lot of cool things going on with Scribe, a lot of cool things going on with all of our teams, but specifically with Scribe with our anniversary, because we want you guys to get featured. So for next month, we're going to have a lot of things that are tied between April 20th and May 8th. May 8th is when Midgard opened. April 20th is when Skade opened. So between those times, we're going to be having a lot of fun little celebrations, a lot of giveaways, a lot of cool stuff like that, and just be excited for it. But it's been a year, right? So about a year ago, Alyssa and I were like starting to talk about things, and we're wanting to create this server. It's different than what we were at before. As you guys see, Minecraft is actually a very small part of what we do. A lot of what we do is we are an online gaming community. In fact, I think we're the first autistic online gaming community, because that's what we are. We're not just a Minecraft server. In fact, we have 3 Minecraft servers, and that's still not even the biggest part of us. The biggest part of us is you guys. It's this community. It's the channels that we have. It's the support that's given. It's esports now. You guys have seen esports has taken off. It's all the different things that make us who we are as skaters. And Alyssa and I wanted to keep a lot of those traditions, kind of similar, because any kind of transition can be very difficult. It's difficult for me as an adult. I know as teenagers, things like transition could be also a little difficult. We tried to keep a lot of the same things similar as we transitioned into Skade. But one of the things that we have kept that Alyssa and I have never really liked oh, hello. Sorry about that. I just hit my spacebar. One thing we have never really liked, bye Blue, is the name admin. We don't like it. Admin name, the color red, to us, it feels very red. It feels power. It feels like a strong sense of power or controlling or authoritative that we just really never really vibed with the word. We both, to be honest with you, this entire time have hated it. It's one of the things that Alyssa and I have pretty much consistently said since the very beginning is admins are scary. I don't like admins. They scare me. We scare ourselves by being admins. And no, not that far, Abby, not that far. But it is something that for us has just never really sat well with us, and it's not something we wanted to do. And so what we wanted to do was change that. And we have talked basically over this last 11 months. What do we want to do? What do we want to call ourselves? What do we want to do? And there's a term that Alyssa wanted to use from day one. I sometimes regret not just doing this from day one, but again, we wanted to kind of ease into this transition. And the word is called Valkyrie. Are you guys familiar with that at all? What a Valkyrie?
Yep.
Yes, yay. Okay, so Valkyrie has a few different terms, but the way that we see it is a Valkyrie is their guides. They help guide you on the path. They watch over. They try to keep people safe, things like that. There's a few different, depending on how you read the Nordic mythology, they kind of have different roles. But the main thing that you can take from them, no matter what, is they watch and they take care of you and they help guide you down paths. It might be this path. It might be that path. It doesn't matter. They're there to guide and watch. And Alyssa and I have always felt very much that we are not a boss. We're not controlling you guys. We're not any form of authoritative, like in that sense. For us, we just want to help guide you guys, keep you safe here in this, in this community, and also watch you grow and support you on your path. And to us, this is very, very important. So, guys, you no longer have an admin. You have some Valkyries, and the Valkyries are just going to continue to do that. We have always we've always taken pride in the fact that we don't necessarily try to ever be the mean admins. We're very much players. We're your friends. We hang out with you guys. We laugh with you guys. We're part of things. But on top of that, of course, we do have the responsibility as owners as to just make sure you guys still are, obeying the rules. We don't have a ton of rules here in Skade, as you know, but the ones that we do have are pretty important, and that is for safety. So you're like an Odin ring, but that's a house. So first gaming community without admins. Yep, we have Valkyrie. So now it's been Alyssa and I, right? How long has it been Alyssa and I? Very long time. We have gotten to a point with Skade where we need to grow a little bit. And part of growing is for us to acknowledge there's things that are just not being able to get done because Alyssa and I are just spread so far apart. Not far apart. We're just spread so thin. And with esports really taking off, a lot of my time's been over there. Birthday, all the different teams just need a lot of TLC and stuff. And Midgard has kind of not gotten quite the love it deserves. And one of the things you guys ask about a lot for is mob fights, right? And unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to do them weekly like we wanted to do. I also don't have the availability, being I'm on a very specific time schedule. I'm up from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. That doesn't always jive the best with Australian players. And I would love for Australian players to be able to get some mob fights that are like at 2 a.m. my time, things like that. And I'm sure you guys would love that too. So Alyssa and I started talking. And there's a player that has done a lot for Skade. And when I tell you that this player has done a lot for Skade, it's an understatement because they do so much more than you guys are even aware of. They don't just make plugins for us. They don't just run events or do things. They actually do a lot of behind scene work that you guys have thanked me for. You've thanked Alyssa for, that neither of us have had any hand in. And that always did not sit very well with either of us. In fact, I hated it. And I would tell this player, I hate this. I hate that you do good work and not getting the credit for it. And they have always said, what good work? I don't do good work. They do good work. And because of that, hey now, no guessing. Because of that, it has shown us they've never had an intention of being admin. A Valkyrie. They never have had intent to want to do these things. And we had to talk to them and say, hey, look, you're already doing a lot of these jobs. You're already doing them in silence. You're doing these to help us out and you get no credit for it. And we're not okay with that. So we would like you to join our team. And they agreed. So guys, can you please help me welcome? Do a Skade roll of some sort, guys. This is really big for us. Welcome, Nin.
Okay.
So Nin is our new
Welcome,
Valkyrie.
Nin.
Now the irony is Valkyries are typically women, but not in our case. We slam that gender conformity. We're not doing that.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. So as you guys know, Nin has done a lot. Nin has done a lot behind scenes. Some of the mod recs that you guys have done by Nin, because when I had my surgery, I was in a position that we needed the help. Alyssa was busy with IRL stuff at the time, work, and I was laid up. I hated it. But Blue, thank you so much for doing this. And I'm like, you're welcome. Nin, I hate this. I hate that you don't get the proper credit. They didn't want it. They didn't want the credit. They didn't want any of this. They still probably to this day don't want this. But it doesn't sit right with us. Nin has done a fantastic job. He's more than proven himself trustworthy. He's more than proven himself a leader. He's just a more quiet leader. So the also positive thing is Nin's time zone. Nin has basically Australian hours. And you guys are going to get to have a lot more middle of the night things. You guys are going to get more middle of the night mod recs done. Nin has agreed reluctantly. No, I'm just kidding. Not reluctantly. Nin has agreed to start doing 2 mob fights a week. Yep, exactly. 2 mob fights a week. We're going to do them at varying times so that way everyone gets to take part in those. Nin is the one that has created the mobs and is the one, Ice is the one that makes the heads. Nin is the one that has done the plug-in side of it, getting them to do the cool things. And Nin has actually Nin's job is actually going to change very little, other than the fact that he's now going to get the recognition that he deserves and also be able to give you guys more things. Because there are now 3 of us, what we are asking as admin is no more just pinging me. If it's something tech related, no more just pinging Alyssa. Start getting used to using that admin ping. It's at admin. And the admin
at Valkyrie.
Look at this, guys. Look. See? Valkyrie. So that's her color, by the way. See, told you, it's a very nice, isn't it a very nice contrast? It's beautiful. Oh, look, there's Ben. Hello, welcome. So, can you change the red? Oh, yeah, I will be. I had to opt myself to do some signs earlier. You'll see mine go in and out depending on what I do. So
This is beautiful.
yeah, it is great. Nathan hasn't talked the whole time. Actually, Alyssa just put that in as I was announcing it. So, but we're gonna make the changes. The change will be in Discord here in a few minutes. And yeah, so I'm very excited about this. This is very positive for Skade. A lot of you guys would fit the bill for this. And it's not to say that we don't already have someone else in mind for in the future, because we do. And we may grow again, and we probably will grow. And that's a good thing. We want the servers to get the attention. Nope, not Riley. Nope, Riley refuses to be an admin. Smart girl, smart girl. But no, not Riley at all. There's different things that different people bring, and we could have easily gone with one other person or two other people. But for what we specifically needed to help us at this moment, Nin was the best choice, and Nin is was already doing a lot of this. Valkyries do need to be 18. That is correct. Yep, they need to be 18. We need you to be an adult. So, but aside of that, nothing else is really changing other than our colors. We're trying to make this more. We don't like the idea of admins and red, and we're just players. The teams, those are separated because we want you guys to know who to go to. Skade runs itself. I love saying that. Skade runs itself. We don't rely on one person, one admin, one owner to do all this. You guys do this. You make Skade. You're on these teams. You're giving back to your community with every team that you join, and that's really important. So, all right, that was a lot to go over, and we did it all in 30 minutes. So do you guys have questions? You guys want to unmute and congratulate Nin, congratulate Snow for being Player of the Month? You can do that.
Congrats.
Congratulations, too.
Congrats.
Congratulations,
And
Nin.
Snow.
Very well deserved. And congratulations, Snowy, on becoming Player of the Week. Month.
Yay.
Yeah, Snow. I think Snow, it looked like Snow dipped out. But yeah, so congratulations, guys. Really, really exciting. And yep, to Nin and Snow. Yep, both of you guys. It's amazing. And this is exciting. We're getting ready to jump into next month, which is our anniversary. And we're making it all about the players. Not me, not Alyssa, not now Nin. Welcome to this. Not the team leads, not the teams. We're making it about the players, the community. And so pretty exciting stuff. And we do have a lot of fun things planned. And I'm just really excited about the future of Skade. We don't want to grow, if that makes sense. We want to continue to grow within our community. We're not looking to add a whole bunch of players. That's just not the vision that Alyssa and I really have. A lot of what makes everything so great about Skade is that we have this very personal relationship with each of you guys, and you guys have that with each other. If we get too big, it's just not going to work very well. Thank you, Peachy, for reminding me. Peachy, do you have a moment to talk really quickly about the mall? Not to put you on the spot, but do you mind? You were BB1, so BB's swatting at me. Yeah, definitely. If you wouldn't mind just kind of giving us a mall update. As you guys know, Peachy and BB are the leads of the mall, and they have some announcements for you guys. So, Peachy, if you got a minute.
Yeah. So, as everyone's aware, I'm sure that the mall has some rules around getting your shop built and being active on the server. And I'm sure everyone has noticed that those rules have not been enforced. And we made the decision that because everybody was so busy with Asgard when that first opened up, and then we led into the holidays and everybody was busy with that, that we would hold off and give everyone some more time. But the time has come that people need to get their shops open. Every couple days I see people asking if people are selling things in the mall, and people want the shops. People want to be able to go shopping. They want to spend their diamonds. So we, starting today until next Player of the Month, which I believe is April 9th.
Yes, correct.
Yes, I looked it up. Yes, April 9th. people need to have their shops open. That doesn't mean that it needs to be like completely built, decorated beautifully. We just want the shop open and operational. So you can set up a little area with some chests and be selling some things, and then, you know, work on the rest of your shop as you're able to.
And I feel very seen right now.
You get the bakery open.
My shop has been closed for a month.
I break the
Thank
biggest
you for
rule of all.
thank-
I'm sorry.
Thank you for putting pressure on us, Peachy. I appreciate it.
Oh,
No,
that's
guys, you guys were given 2 weeks, and you've had literally like 3 or 4 months. So, no, and this is good, and this is again why these leads and these teams are important, because they're keeping us in shape and in line. And yeah, we need the gay curry. So the gay curry will open. I promise. It's going to open. How long do I have, PG? 1 month. 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah,
The gay curry will open.
I
So,
forgot my shop was even closed from when I was tailfoaming so much on B-Day team. I just didn't have time.
Oh, yeah, so definitely it's gonna be fun. But
Yeah,
so thank
driver,
you for that.
yours is even built. You just haven't opened it yet.
I've had it open a few times. It's just I had to close it when tailfoaming from B-Day team started really building up with school and stuff, so I had to temporarily close.
Yeah.
And guys, if you look over, and I will get the little red little SG removed because I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. But if you look in the Discord, you'll see we now have the Valkyrie Ring. So very exciting. You guys like our color? We wanted to go with it isn't such a great color, Sponty. The idea is we wanted soft pastel colors. We don't want scary, in your face, I'm in charge colors. And it actually complements the rest of the colors. If you notice, all of our colors are very soft. Yep, it's very similar to Patreon, very similar to Lead, very similar to Friends of the Server and Family. I'm not going to lie, listen, I love the family color. We were like, we want the family color. So it is very similar. We wanted a very pastel palette, and I think we achieved that. So very cool stuff. Well, thank you, Peachy, for letting us know that. And I promised you, but I feel like you're only talking to me, but I guess there's maybe a few more of you that haven't made your shops yet. So, or is it just
My
me?
shop's been open.
Like, you could have just talked to me privately. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's me. I not just me. There's quite a few of us that got really excited. Also, guys, if you are, I did notice there's a new shop being made. Make sure that you guys are registering the shops correctly. Don't just start building the shop. Remember the ordered. If you don't remember, there's a channel that goes over that in the shop area. So make sure you guys are making sure you put a sign up so that the mall. We won't call you guys the mall police anymore. No more Paul Blarts, but the mall leads will make sure when they go through it, if they see a shop being built and it's not registered, you're probably going to expect a little visit from them. And that's just to make sure that everyone is abiding by the rules and making sure that we're doing this so that it's fair for everyone, because it's really important that nobody gets any kind of favoritism, including me on this. So. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot to go over. How about we go like fly in the air and go pew pew and knock some people out of the air, because that sounds fun. If you want, go ahead and please head over to your actual bases or wherever you want. Drop your inventory. You need to come, if you're participating, you need absolutely nothing in your inventory. And if you're not participating, you're able to come with your stuff. So, and I'm actually gonna hand this over to Nin. He's the one running the event, and he'll be the one to give you guys fly and all that. But does anyone have any questions about Player of the Notes real quick before we let Dusty do his outro? Player of the Notes. Oh, Player of the Notes. Player of the Notes. By the way, the notes will be posted here in just a little bit. So
Yeah.
you're going to start preparing to build for parkour? Okay. Well, remember, you guys have fly for a little bit, so take advantage of that. So, all right, guys. Well, Dusty, if you want to do your outro, it's a good time.
Thank you all for watching once again. Thank you for watching my video. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, at another Skade Player of the Month. I hope you've all had a great day. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to watch my next coming videos, hit that bell. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.